So it was a bit of a surprise when this was announced. I was intrigued and I said, wow, that's kind of cool weaponry. Never thought I was going to get it, and then when P-Bandai had it on their site, I said, damn it, I want it. Yeah, let me get this. This would be great for the kit. And I'm glad that I got it. Now I'm going to work on it. Let's open it up. Right out the bat, you have the actual frame of it. Damn, this actually takes up the entire box set. Really nice, though. Comes with stickers, and I don't know if they actually sell the decals on its own for this as well. I gotta check to see on certain sites. Wow, I feel like I'm building a ship. This looks pretty simple and basic to build. Good detail everywhere. Oh, that's right. This comes with a base stand, so you could hold it up, especially for how big it is. There's the barrel, or parts of the barrel, some tubing and knickknacks. You get a complete action base 3 or 4, can't tell. But it's big enough to hold this kit up. And of course, it's not too complicated. I mean, there's a lot of parts here, but not enough, like, you know, excessive to what we just saw right now with the Hi-Nu real grade. So there's a lot of X's here, because this is a stand that you don't really need to use all of this, just specifics. But it's good to have, of course, extra. And pretty much here it goes. You assemble it, put it together, barrel, main body, then the frame, and you connect it. There's the wire tubing. Some of the canisters, and then you get this weird like battery pack off the side that you assemble. The assembly of the stand. I have a few of these. And so where you place the canister right there, how you attach everything. Because it comes with, the stand that actually you can hook up the Hi-Nu to this. So that's interesting to have. And then there's where to connect it from the shoulder, because if you want it to fire it over the shoulder, and then you have the other stand to support it. That's actually a good pose. I would not mind. My original idea would be to have it holding up, standing up, but this is actually a very good pose to put on a table. Here are the placement of the decals, and even though this is not a color, there's no color guide, the information that's here is weaponry white, the white parts are white, light gray parts, and dark gray, regular gray parts, and then black parts. So you have gray, light gray, black, and white. This can be adjusted to other colors, which we'll review and see where we go from there. All right, this is going to be cool. I can't wait to start building these two guys. Seriously. But of course, let's talk about what paints I'm going to be using. So in the midst of me looking for all parts and paints and things like that, I was able to find my Hi-Nu Gundam G-frame kit, which is pretty neat. It has a nice shade of purple on it. I like the purple. I really do. But we're not doing purple, of course. We'll just keep it there to entertain me. Now, What do we have? Well, we have a lot of paint. And I think some paints we don't have, and some paints we do. For starters, the white. We could either use pure white or flat white. Flat, I believe, could be considered a matte coat. I don't know, because I don't know what would be the difference, but I think pure white would probably be the logical choice for this, so we're going to use that. Don't know if I can do a two-tone. Been looking at it. As a matter of fact, I think, like here in the bazooka, you have this. Like it uses actually it says silver, but I feel like that's a gray color tone. I don't think that's silver, is it? I'll have to check. But let's assume, because right now, unfortunately it has some pictures inside. It doesn't have like a main picture outside where I can do a complete look at it. But maybe we can do a two-tone white color tone. I don't know. I really don't know. So let's forget that. Now, there is some silver parts, which of course I do have super chrome silver. Nice and shiny. We could use that right there. Gold. I thought I had alaclad gold, but surprisingly I do not. I must have used it all, or I must have dried up. But after looking at all my paints, I can't find it. I have an acrylic gold, but I don't use that. So a little trip to Gundam Planet should take care of that and find myself a nice bottle of gold paint. Lacquer, of course. Now, the gray or metallic. We can go either or. We can do gunmetal, or we can do MS Gray metallic. And I think I'm going to go with the gunmetal because this one's a little bit nicer. I don't know if I have enough in here. As a matter of fact, one of my gunmetal bottles, which I had around here somewhere, which may need to be a refill. Oh, okay, yeah. There is paint there. It's just a lot of dry paint. Where is my? I have this here. Let me see what it looks like. Yeah, it is dry, but I can agitate it with some paint. With some thinner. Sorry, with some thinner. So let me see what I can do to get more out of it, and then put it in some smaller bottle, something that I can actually pour it in. So this is a possibility. Come on, close it up. I do have the finishing colors, the metallic light gray, but I wanted this one, so we'll keep that there for now. Now the blue. Blue. Like I mentioned before, I have royal blue. I also have pure blue, which, quite frankly, now I need to see this one. Yeah, there's paint there. We just gotta pull it out. Yeah, there's paint in there. Depending on how it is, I know that this is this is stronger paint to work with. Well, I'll see what I can do to get it out and maybe put it in another bottle. I have to buy more of these, well, whatever bottles I can use. We could use this, or I can use cobalt blue. It's a lot darker tone, but I'm thinking maybe I could use both. Remember, there is two-tone blues here. Well, one is lighter while the other one's darker. So I may want to do the spoon test. Make one spoon primed it black for the cobalt and prime it white for this and see if this highlights it. Now if it doesn't, I have MS light blue, which should be probably a lot better to use on this. You know what, I'm not going to do that test. I'm going to end up using these two guys. So there we go. We have these two there. Fine. Let me see here. So we got the white, we got the silver, we got the two blues. We don't have the gold. We have this, which hopefully will work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Missing yellow, missing gold. And then we have this. So that's 1, 2. So I have all the paints for this. Okay, minus the gold, which we will get soon enough. Now, this is the one that we may have to work with. Maybe give it a little bit more detail, depending on how we work with this. First, the white. We do have white. We could do this. Oh, we can actually go with the flat white. Who knows? But I think maybe probably let's keep it consistent. And I'll be fairness, I gotta see if I have enough white in there. Light gray. You know what? Didn't think about that. Light gold gray would be good. Got that. Then a regular gray color tone. Then you know what? I think we could use this one, the MS gray, for that. Okay. Black. Pure black, which I have. And I guess there's a gray and a lighter gray tone. We could borrow it from this or borrow it from something else. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to review those parts and see what we got there. Okay. This is going to be very nice. Very nice. Let me prepare the table and begin building High New Gundam with the Hyper Mega Bazooka. Real great. So I'm going to begin with the Hyper Mega Bazooka Launcher first. Get that straightened away first. It has a lot of parts, yes, but not as much as the real great Highness. And they're very, very large parts. I mentioned it before, I should have gotten the other bazooka that was only a third party. But I was like, I kind of like this one better. It looks nice, not a big deal. But this one is cool. So these are the parts for the action base, which I'm going to leave in the box. I'm not going to build that yet. And there is an umbilical, a wire here. I'll leave that in the box as well. And considering how big these parts are, and very, very long, some of them may or may fit, some may not fit. But we're going to begin preliminary cleaning first on this. See, because it's not like there's any articulation on this. It is almost a solid part. But depending on how I tackle this, where I go with it, will make me determine how I will plan ahead with the painting and the detailing. Furthermore, as I was reviewing these decals right now, sticker decals that is, I'm going to end up maybe either using ones that I purchased in the past that I could use, or maybe I'll check online and see if they made specific decals for the Hyper Mega Bazooka. Maybe they may have made the same decals that they did with the High New Gundam, and they supplemented it with the kit, with the set. I don't know. I have to check. But right now, putting all these black parts here, and that was pretty much it. Oh, that was kind of quick. All right, let me do the gray parts, white and charcoal, and then we'll review and see what we can do. Okay, here are all the parts that makes up the Hyper Mega Bazooka Launcher. Black, gray, light gray, and white. And by the way, just so you know, this is a real grade kit because it has undergated parts right here, as you can see there, which I'll do a zoom. And what I'll do is I'll cut that at an angle like there, and then I just cut that right there. Perfect. So simple and easy. Just take your time. Yeah. Yeah, very easy to clean up, and very few parts. I'm going to review them again, clean it up, make sure, because obviously when you cut those undergates, you definitely need to do a little bit of light sanding. Don't go crazy with a 400 grit. Maybe use a 600 or 800 grit. Even a 1000 grit should be fine. That should smooth it out a bit. But let me clean it up, and then we'll begin assembly.